Hey everybody, welcome back to Farming Simulator 25, Frankenmuth Mega Farm Project, episode 53. Last episode we got a bunch of stuff mostly done, but it got dark and I really wanted to get moving on into November and be doing more than one thing at a time. We still have some red beet to harvest. Hopefully, I haven't gone and checked yet, but hopefully that's still viable for harvest and hasn't died overnight. It looks like we have rain in the forecast, although I haven't also looked at what that is. So let's have a look at that stuff. Okay, it looks like rain at 1400. But we want to get this cotton going. I'm pretty sure that'll happen before 1400. So you get to work and let us push on over to, well, we might as well give those guys, right. And let's push on over and help this worker out with finishing up this stuff. This red beet harvest. And going to look at other things. Although follow me's are not follow me's. In other news, I went into the logistics center mod and updated it from 8 cycles an hour to 24 cycles an hour in hopes that it would actually pass things logically on to... What are you doing, bro? You got this. Okay, no, he's gonna do something different for whatever reason. I don't know why. Anyway, we'll let him catch up and talk about the logistics center. So 24 cycles per hour instead of 8. And hopefully it won't just be trickling in our stuff. Hopefully. Oh. Hopefully, and I haven't checked on this yet, it's actually running enough cycles. Okay, so apparently we now have 118k chili peppers, 120k cloves. Yeah, I'm not sure it's doing what I wanted it to. The tailor shops have plenty of fabric. The spinneries have cotton and wool. The sugar mill should be processing. And the limes. Okay, we don't seem to have any chocolate, so I wonder what we're missing on that level. We've got lots of flour. I'm confused with how this thing works. And maybe I have totally wonked out, because we should not have this much. I don't think we should have this much stuff. But let's take a look at the preserved food factory. Still got a ton of red beets. It's still working through that stuff. It's getting stuff, the flour. I'm not sure what we can do with flour actually. Noodle soup. Takes flour and eggs. So we activate that and we bring it some eggs while we wait for that to work. Maybe it is working. I'm just curious as to how much stuff we've got going with that. It seems, oh, we need that tractor. We need another tractor. We need another semi. So that's a part. I think we're going to go with one of these just for fun. We're going to leave it at the non-cheat level of horsepower with the big old wheels, I do believe. Yeah, let's buy this thing. Yep. Hopefully that can pull the egg stuff. Eventually. Huh. There we go. We need to go get eggs into the logistics center. We just go dump them in the logistics center rather than selling them. There are some other things that might need to be sold in November, so we'll have to deal with those as well. Now with this thing, we can probably work a low loader into stuff that might actually be able to carry that plow or other things. I think the low loader is probably the mid spot between the little trailers we've got and the that massive flatbed trailer. And we've got two big flatbeds, one with walls, one without. We also need to extract some eggs. Speaking of which, we kind of need a low loader as it is, but let's find out what we can sell today besides eggs, if anything. It looks like nothing besides eggs. We could sell a bunch of butter. Well, should we really have 118K? I guess maybe. I'm not sure how that works, but I'd like to get another so for not super heavy things, this seems to work just fine. And we get half of these into the bakery and half of these, I guess if we stick them in the factory, and we stick them in the logistics center, they'll just work. But that's kind of cool. Still a little weirded out by just how much. Right, we stick them in the logistics center and they should just propagate out to where we need them to go. However, we do need to tell it that eggs are to be distributed. And they already are. So now we should be making noodle soup as well. Which also should be being distributed. And flour and eggs, noodle soup, kimchi, preserved beetroot. I guess that's just about it. Right, we need to spit some cement and other things out, though. Huh. Are you actually working, though? That's the question. Look at the cement factory. Oh, they've been selling. Man. Well, we obviously need to wait an hour on that, but I'm not going to push things forward. Good to see the cotton is working. And I guess we'll just figure that out as we figure it out. Keep moving. Alright, looks like we've run out of spots to put eggs again. And we've got 2 productions that take eggs at this point. The preserved food factory and the bakery. I think a regular egg house, a regular hen house would work fine on that. So we've got to think about moving all the chickens out. To a better location. I could just buy a set of new chickens, but we have chickens that are the proper age and laying well. So I don't know if we want to even do that. We could look into buying an animal trailer. Like this guy, who doesn't seem to transport chickens. In fact, none of these guys transport chickens. So I guess that's out of the running. But we could get more chickens and then lose the big chicken house thing. And as cool as it is in some ways, it's annoying in others. Specifically the extraction of the eggs from the egg room is rather annoying. So I think what we'll do is we'll get chickens up there. And just get new chickens. I think we've got enough eggs anyway. The question is, did the things get moved in that we wanted moved in? This guy's got a little bit of wood. Logistics now has well, not much, that's for sure. Cement bricks, cement bags, not enough yet on the cement stuff. Going a bit over on our stock of inputs here. Although noodle soup now has eggs, apparently. So how many eggs did we get? Enough to last, hopefully. Bakery is making these things and just selling them outright, which is cool. Though it does seem to be eking out just enough. I don't know whether it's actually enough. Hopefully it is. Hopefully these productions are getting what they're supposed to. Well, maybe we need to just dump most of those things. I'm also thinking at this point that I have hundreds of thousands of liters of various products. And it's getting to the point where it will take me literally hours to load these things up. And so maybe I need to hire some guys to efficiently load my trailers. So with that in mind, I'm thinking, okay, none of these seem to, there should be a pallet auto load around somewhere, so we'll have to see, because we'll employ some loaders at the stuff and use it to load up some of the bigger stocks we have. Like, those clothes are going to take a long time to load otherwise. But on the plus side, we are almost done with this BEET. We're done with BEETs for a year or two, I think. Given that the sugar factory still has, even after a month, still has, they've gone through about 30,000-ish in the month. So it's going to be a while before we're out of BEETs of any kind. I am going to give the clothing loading one shot, but I think I'm probably going to get a pallet auto load mod going so that we can unload things a little bit better. Because at this point we're just going to be, even it appears with the 24 instead of 8 cycles per month on all of those things, it appears that we're going to be a little bit over. Like, we're making more product than we're actually using, which is fine. We can sell the excess, just like these BEETs here. But yeah, I can extract, like, I can set it from distributing to storing. It'll fill up the pallet spawn area, and then I can set it back to distributing, and it won't have used up all of my product, so I'll still be able to control how much product is is in there for the productions as opposed to how much product is in there to sell. But at this point, it's much less. I mean, the clothing is still $1 million difference, but a lot of these things are just not actually that much different. So in terms of like high-low prices. So it doesn't really need to be only selling on the best month. We can just sell everything except for really high price differences like clothing and buffalo mozzarella. I think this guy might be able to finish up, and then we'll just go dump it directly rather than driving the other thing over here. Then it'll be a matter of getting the chores done while the cotton finishes up, and then we can get on out of November. Alright, worker, I can finish this up. I think even a little bit faster. Okay, we can finally put this beet harvester away and not look at it for at least some months. Well, I still think I'm going to skip beets this year, this coming year, and do something else for a while. We'll do beets again, but I don't think beets needs to be an every year thing. I could be wrong though, but we've got some time to figure it out. Meantime, let's clean this thing up and get it put away. Alright, we're gonna go get that little field down there. How can you be blocked by an object? There are no objects to block you. So figure it out. We're gonna go get this field prepped. Already got the plow set up for it. And then we're going to figure this out. We put you back in here. Just enough to block. All right, and then we're gonna dump out, let's see. Already selling all of that. Storing the chili peppers. There we go. A few chili peppers. Distributing. Gonna go get these bits sold. I'm gonna go drive out in the middle of the road though first, just for funsies. Or out into the field, yeah. Headed to the wagon builder, and I realized that that place is very weird shaped, and that trying to pull a massive trailer through that spot might not be great. Oh, by the way, there was an update to the there's an update to the trailer hitch lock thing. The mod that allows me to lock the turntable steering on these trailers, that now it now works on this trailer, effectively turning this trailer into like straight. A straight trailer, which I'm quite happy with, which means I can back out of here if I need to. Okay, but he did not buy all of it. I guess the rest goes and gets sold to the farmer's market, I imagine. Or maybe to the tailor. Yeah, I bet I can sell this to the tailor down there. That's still, yeah, the one I don't own. We've just gone another hour, so let's have a look at where everything is. Okay, he's got 9K fabric and he's got 9K fabric, so that's looking good. Spinneries are still operational. Rope maker's got tons of wool. Grain mill's rolling through its stuff. Making those things. Cool, cool. Planks and long planks. Cool. Cement factory's got enough stones. This bakery and its lowness on eggs is concerning. But it only holds 5,000 liters of eggs to begin with. So I could just pull the eggs out and toss them directly in the bakery. I did think about this some, and I have an exit strategy for getting out of the logistics center entirely and doing something different. And I think it would work just fine. It'd basically mean I would sell everything. I would set all of my productions to storing, sell everything directly out of the logistics center, and turn off their productions as we go, as everything sells out. And then once everything is gone from the logistics center, then we can delete the building. I'm not 100% sure I want to get out of the logistics center yet, though. But I do think that the other factories, all the other productions, kind of stick things in more frequently and with a more reasonable amount of more reasonable amounts. So we definitely have. I'm going to just send this guy back to where he's supposed to be, which is, we're just going to put him right here for the moment, because we got to go pick up a wheel loader. Because we're going to buy another one of these. Yep. Safety frame. Yes. And we're going to buy a 10, nope, not telehandler tools, wheel loader tools. And buy the big big 10K bucket, which is around here somewhere. I know it. There we go. Okay. This guy. Get him up to yep, we're gonna go get him up to where he belongs. Alright, we're gonna go get the eggs out of that chicken house. Actually, we have the money. We're gonna put a chicken house down right over here first. A regular, normal chicken house. This one. Maybe we just put it like right next to the input for the... You just shove it right in. That would be kind of funky, actually. We just set it right. I set it right here. But that's, no. That's a little wrong. However, we put it here. I don't think we need that many chickens. Honestly, like, we just need a bit of chicken. A bit of eggs. Alright. So we go over there and we buy chickens now. We should be able to just run eggs occasionally. I know you don't technically need a rooster. but I like to have one anyway. Okay. You also need a tractor that can actually carry these, this stuff at a reasonable speed. Which does not feel like this one. Oh, it's just wheat. Alright. Alright, we're gonna sell that tractor too. What even is it? I thought it was like a John Deere, but Defense 380 GTA Turbo. Okay. Yeah. Yep. We don't want you anymore, sir. We're gonna get a nice, quick little small tractor. That can actually carry some stuff. It's Rigitrack 40. A little more expensive than I wanted. Just a little massy. Wait a second. Okay, right. But he only goes 40. This guy goes 40. Where's the one that I was just looking at? This guy goes 50. And fits basically all the other things. He's just going to be pulling that one trailer. Yep, okay. Alright, we need to get this out of the way. And get this plowing. Thing looks a lot like a Massey, like the roof line to me. It's like a Massey knockoff. Could just be the fact that it's red though, and closer to the Massey red than the case red. Okay, we cleared that out, which is good, because that spot is now... Oh, yeah, this spot is now much more open. And we could stick, like, one of these 3-bay sheds right here. Or some other shed of some sort. But our checklist says that we need to think about, we've got the cows are fed, so that's cool. And eggs and chickens are dealt with, so that's cool. Now we need to look at the sheep and see that the sheep are both cared for. And will continue to be cared for and have room for another month, which it looks to me like most of them do. I'm using this guy as my bellwether, although we could go look at the sheep directly. Seems to me that we could take wool, but that we don't need to. I think we'll probably run out of space, but only for a tiny bit. We'll only lose out a little bit, and it's not really that huge of a deal anyway. If we do, we've got so much wool now that we're out of space. Load it up. Probably want to also latch everything. I'm a little sketched by the height difference on this thing. The fact that it has that weird downward angle. I think I'm totally over this trailer. And that I'll probably just sell it and go with regular sized flatbeds. Maybe I'll get the propyliner with the walls. Because we don't need the weird little forklift thing. We're doing fine on loading devices at this point. So I got 2 telehandlers and a forklift already. Hopefully this just covers the rest of what that grain mill needs, the museum needs. And we can get, yeah, we can get it done and gone. Which means we could plant some corn up in one of these spots. We have a flatbed. We're gonna sell this. We're gonna sell this thing. Be the Powfinger. Yep. Goodbye. See what the trailer brand is. Trailer. Well, that basically has to be it because it's not the battery pack. Yep. Okay. So now let's buy a different trailer set. Nice Profiliner. Nice and visible. I do like this this truck. It seems to be just fine for carrying product. Alright, that ought to cover us for the entire next stage, and possibly even further stages after that. And with that, we are done with November, I believe. I'm not going to pick up or carry any... What is that stuff back here? I'm not going to pick up or carry any, Neat. Levitating equipment. Any wool. No carting of wool this month. Even if that means a little bit of loss. Thinking about what we can do with these fields. We could throw down silage. We could throw down corn silage. We do need to get that stuff dealt with. And I feel like we still actually do need another machine for the wood stuff. Something maybe beefy-ish. Okay, that still does is. Okay, so if we go look at what is something to grab all of those smaller ones without having to manipulate the big thing, you know, the Volvo thing, like, what's the I do? This is the crane and a blade. That's kind of interesting tool. That might be valuable. And okay, cranes with blade, a winch, and a crane, and it looks like a little front blade on the winch. Maxed out the engine. Yeah. I think we're gonna try this guy out. Definitely want wheel weights. Why not? It'd be nice if I could get a different color, but they only come in this one color. Let's try them out. We've got the money. Might as well give these pieces of equipment a try. And we're gonna have the money. Like, that's not at all an issue. It looks to me like our erstwhile cotton is done. So now we just need to pick up the cotton. Alright, so we've got to pick up the cotton and we've got to get that distributed. Got the first one already has a bale in it. So we're looking at, there's for the second one. And for the third one. And then we need another bale for the fourth one, and then the rest can go in maybe logistics and be fed slowly to them. Yeah, I think so. So now we should be at a point where spinneries all have a decent amount of cotton, except spinnery east, which needs a new bale. There we can go pick up that new tool and try out the woodworking, the wood stuff with it. Although I guess we have, oh, he's still working. I can't finish that off, and we've got more than that. Wow. Oh, and it would help if we actually, yeah, there we go. Did want to swap over to the round baler on the cotton. Question is, do we continue with this much cotton, or do we try something new? I mean, this much cotton is giving us a ton of clothes. We are currently sitting on 5 million in clothes. 4 million if we sold it now. We're gonna have at least one more of those, but now it's time to find our way over to the new device. Alright, there he is. This is a pretty weird one. It would be good to know if it's useful. It feels like it'll be useful for smaller jobs. Alright, cool. Just could like push this guy over to here. This guy for the big trees, and this guy to shove a whole bunch of little trees down around. Okay, we've got some stuff in there. We've got this guy who seems to be somewhat useful. Be interesting to know whether I can drop the looks like the crane is built in, but I could possibly connect to other tools. I mean, we've got a 3-point with a PTO on it, so that's cool. I think we're done with November. The cotton harvest is done. And this guy needs gas again. So I'm kind of thinking we throw do cotton in those two again. We'll throw down I don't know, maybe corn. I'm gonna want a local way to sell silage though. I'm not gonna want to cart 70 loads of silage out. Although maybe one of these fermenters will just sell silage. Oh, nice. Knock that thing over. It works anyway. Maybe it won't get in the way so much now. Alright, that's put away. Yeah, I think we are basically done. We could prep this field. As well prep this field. So then we could buy more fields. Look at what the types are. Green beans, I'm not into it. Not here. Weird light parsnips. 44's got alfalfa and 45's got spinach. Now 45's small and spinach is not terrible. We could get spinach. We had a preserved food factory. We could make bagged spinach with it. That might actually be a valid plan. Yeah, we'll buy 45 and we'll buy 44. We can cut the alfalfa. And we'll think about what else to do later, but that means we need a spinach harvester. And a spinach harvester going to be annoying, but not as annoying. It's actually got a decent tank in it. So in order to get the spinach harvester, we're going to need some more money because I just spent our money on that other thing. So let's have a look at that now in the realm of ready to harvest. Okay, yep. Alfalfa. And what do we do with alfalfa? Oh, if we own our own spinach harvester, will spinach go... What does spinach look like in terms of these things? Well, that's a worry for next month, although maybe not next month because when can spinach be harvested? Oh, we gotta harvest that spinach this month. So we're sticking around. However, that's gonna be next episode. Well, we need to find some money. I think I'm just gonna borrow it. I'll borrow 200 grand-ish. Okay, alfalfa hay is worth 100 more, so maybe we want to make hay out of it. But whatever we do, we got to borrow enough money to buy that spinach harvester. So we got to borrow like 300 grand. All right. Now that we do that, we buy the spinach harvester. Go. Oh, I left cotton out here. I need to go get that cotton, but I think I can get it before this guy gets to it. Let me pull up right here. I'm gonna go get that spinach going too. But before we exit out of here, I'm gonna go get the cotton and probably just dump it in the rope factory again. Okay, I guess I should have checked that a little more deeply. It's not ready. It's not gonna be ready. Just leave this thing parked here until it is. So we don't need to worry about that. But I've got guys blocking each other somehow, which is something I was hoping that wouldn't happen. I didn't think that was going to actually happen. So let's have a look at what's been done. Okay, we haven't done the outsides apparently. Well, we're going to do a very laissez-faire kind of get most of it, not worry about the rest. Okay, well, we'll let that finish plowing next episode, and we'll be moving to December quite quickly on that note. Unfortunately, I jumped the gun on the spinach and didn't realize that it had already been harvested, thanks to the wonky growth map that made it seem like it was ready. I'm not sure why that was. The alfalfa is ready, but alfalfa is harvestable anytime, so we will go harvest that next time. Probably bale it up and sell it. And we spent 400 something on that field, but that's cool. Because now we have more fields to do more stuff with. The plan here, we will put corn in April, May, and then we'll pick it out in August probably. Our spinach should be ready again, unless it's not perennial. Maybe it's not perennial. Maybe we need to go plant it again. But now that I've got a spinach harvester, we are going to plant some spinach because we can also put that in preserved food factory and bag spinach, which then sells let's see, well, spinach bags best sale 2,300 in December. Spinach raw best sale 600 in November. But I think once we bag it, it's stored and can stick around all year until next time. I'm wondering about TMR and whether we want to try to set up a loop again. But anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I will catch you next time.